It's day 2 of our 3-day adventure in the Cederberg. We are riding off-road with 3 tires and questionable off-road riding skills. Today we ended up riding 12 hours on the bike and riding in pitch black darkness, which was not the plan. And this was due to some serious rookie mistakes, miscalculations of how long this trip would actually take us and just how slow we were riding. I literally only realized when I was editing the footage that we were riding very slow. So disclaimer, this trip we rode super slow. We were riding so slow that we had our helmets up and we could have a conversation with each other.
There's water. There's a little bit of water.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
This is the official start of the Wupperthal Route. That apparently is for 4x4 tracks. I think they made a mistake, 2x2s. From the time we saw the first sign that points towards Wupperthal, this road started to show us why it is an actual beast. Loose sand and loose rocks everywhere. And loose sand is where you start paying the price for not having off-road tires. As we're going through this, I don't know how Chanel is trusting my riding right now. I mean, we are both aware of every bump and every ditch and every turn. And we've done some amazing rides on the bike together, but not at this level before. So I'm saying to myself right now, if ever there was a time I wondered if Chanel trusts me, this is proof. I mean, she's sitting here bracing herself when I go through rocks and loose sand, all while recording this footage with her phone.
Which one did he say there's a rock in the middle?
I think he said we'll see a path to the side.
Oh, okay.
So we can just look for that. I think it's this one. There's an alternative path here.
All right. Go, go, go. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Climbing steps.
Ja, hectic.
Behind us over there lies the most technical riding we have ever done. Absolutely. Even a 4x4 would have to think. Actually, a 4x4 wouldn't struggle that much. This is one of those things I only realize now when I'm editing, that I was riding so slow, I made it harder for myself to have forward momentum. So if you're an experienced rider and you're watching this, have mercy, okay? I didn't know better. Yeah. Nice one. Just going to the leopard cave. Eselbank is like one of those typical small village towns in the middle of nowhere. It's a farming community and you can just see the slow pace, and you can't help but wonder when you ride, how do they make it being so far from the nearest big town or city? When you go through places like this, you realize just how little we need to actually live and just how busy we keep ourselves in the city. I've been reading this book which talks about how the more things we have, the more time we need to devote to doing those things. Even if it's hobbies, the more hobbies we pile up, the more time we need for those hobbies. And taking time out and riding here for myself and Chanel has actually been such a means of grace, because it's helped us to unwind, to disconnect, to clear our minds. All we see is gravel, rocks, mountains, and the persistent silence. As we get closer to Wupperthal, we get through this descent. This is one of those things that are exciting and scary at the same time. What happens if a car is going down and another one comes up? The rules say the one coming uphill has to reverse and make way. Either way, I'm thinking if someone comes up this, I don't have enough skills to stop and get out of the way. We made it. We have done Eselbank and Wupperthal. And before we could celebrate, we enter Wupperthal to discover this devastation.
Buildings they're doing here.
Right at the top there.
Sad news about this place is last year there was a massive fire that wiped out most of the community. And so there's temporary houses being built for people as they're trying to rebuild.
What are these that they're building now?
The town has since been restored. We did our trip in October 2019, and since then everything has been rebuilt and restored.
Oh, good. Are you gonna make it up? Whoa, 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 whoa.
Okay.
After checking out the town, we got ourselves something to eat to supplement our leftovers, and we rode just past Wupperthal town, and then we stopped in the middle of nowhere to have our lunch. And for lunch, we had leftovers from the first night, which are the famous Cederberg Oasis ribs.
How you eat ribs in the wilderness.
Yeah. We had heard about these ribs, so do yourself a favor. If you ever ride through the Cederberg, stop and get yourself those ribs. I'm so glad we had an extended stop for lunch here, because we had no idea what was coming. We thought the worst had come and gone, but we were actually just halfway, and there's still a lot more coming. So join us in the last part of this 3-day adventure, where we're gonna cross the Doring River and do Cederberg's mountain pass in pitch black darkness.
That's bike riding off-road in a nutshell.